Sup, cucks? Oh, hey. Sorry.
It just defeats the purpose of what we're doing. Okay. Hey, guys. Podcast land. Everybody out there. This is the Oceans2 podcast. We just want to do a little bit of some housekeeping, essentially. For those of you that don't know, just housekeeping is sort of tying up any loose ends that we might have left on the previous episode. Anything we might have mistaken, because like as I and both Jonesy have both mentioned, we don't know shit about the shit we talk about. We just like to talk about it. And sometimes it could be uninformed. That's our bad. Whatever.
Yeah. Take some blame.
Mainly around more of the Kanye and Cosby topics. We you know what we said. That shit's still unraveling. But we also wanted to sort of give out the links to social media rather than at the end, because who knows if you make it that far.
If you do, I love you.
With all our hearts. But yeah, those links, they'll be in the description of all of our ways of actually getting this to you. So if you're on YouTube, just look us up. It's Oceans2, that's numerical 2 podcast. And then on Instagram, Oceans2, D-O-S. Follow us, drop us a like. You know, if you can, we'd appreciate a 5-star ranking. Stars, thumbs.
I'll take 3.
You know, anything you could give to us, immensely appreciate it. And, well, here we go.
But if you're the one that gives the negative reviews, I'll find your IP address.
When I say here we go, that is the end, Jonesy.
Oh, sorry, that's where we go. Alright, here we go. And welcome to the Oceans2 podcast. How's everyone doing today? May the 4th be with you, that's for sure.
Happy May the 4th, peeps.
Okay, how many people do you think are actually going to say that? I mean,
I've said it 3 times.
really? And how do people respond to that? Did they do it like how you do it
You know
at
what? I
church,
didn't
like
stick around
envy
because
with
I
you?
didn't want them to hurt me in any way, so I said it in passing. But yeah, no, May the 4th be with you. As nerdy as that sounds, fuck off.
Yeah, you can. Fuck
Guess
off.
what? Number 2 highest grossing film franchise of all time. So suck a dick.
It's beautiful. And what was it? No, that sort of covers a little topic that I just sort of wanted to get to.
Goddamn, right off the bat.
Yeah, I did. I know. But
We didn't even introduce ourselves.
I know. Well, okay, fine. They already sort of know. But if you were barely tuning into the podcast, I know it's sort of rude of me, isn't it?
Fucking
I am. This is Jose and Jose. Me.
Jose squared.
Jose squared or Oceans2 if you guys want it.
Dos. That's 2.
It is. In Spanish. That's pretty impressive.
Dos.
But no, back to what I was saying. The whole thing of, sayings like May the 4th be with you and whatnot, the one that's been really irking me is summer's right around the corner. I'm getting tired of that. I'm tired of around the corner.
God, I'm so glad I'm not around you when I say these things. I am the guy who says that.
If you're going to say that to me, at least say...
I literally said that last week. It's like, goddamn, spring's like... I didn't say summer, but it's like spring's right here, and then, oh, summer. Oh, no wonder you looked at me like you wanted to viciously beat me senseless.
Sort of. I mean, it's just like... It's around the bend. I'd rather go that.
Who says around the... Who are you talking to?
I don't fucking know. There should be someone with a bend.
Are these the voices, Jonesy?
Are
these the voices in your head?
They are. I mean, shit. I fucking just think of this. I'm like, that's so annoying, man.
Oh, God.
But anyway...
I'm sorry I interrupted. Go ahead. I just wanted to make sure we were introduced.
That's sort of just the thing.
See, this is why you don't leave him with the responsibility. Otherwise,
because I just
too much pressure, performance anxiety. You know what I'm talking about.
I just get limp and it just doesn't work anymore.
You know, it's just not flowing. It's fine. Just do some stretching.
Are we talking about the podcast or something else?
Yeah. What the fuck? Stretching vocal cords. The fuck are you on?
Oh, yes. No, that was something I just wanted that's been getting to me. It was just annoying a bit. It was just really reaching at me.
Right, hit me.
Anyway, well, I don't want to do that. I have to get up and everything, and that just requires...
Right, that's after the podcast. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. So, I mean, other than that, it's a beautiful fucking day here.
All right, so what are we talking about? You're confusing me. You're throwing me all over the place.
The fucking paper's in front of you. That's why I pointed to you and did the gesture, like, here you go. Okay, you piece of shit. Give me the piece of paper.
This is horrible direction. No, okay, this is what's going on. I know last week we talked about having sort of some kind of guide in terms of what we were talking about, but essentially...
I know how to fix it.
Okay, anyway. Let's just jump right into it. Avengers. Have you seen it?
No.
Neither have I. And you know why? Let me rant a little bit.
Go ahead.
Do you know why I haven't seen the Avengers?
Sure.
Because it keeps being postponed by my significant other. I just want to see it.
It's okay.
I just want to see it.
You just hope that she doesn't listen to this.
She probably will. I just want to see it. That's all. I just want to see it. That's essentially all I wanted to say. I don't think I've ever gone so long not seeing a superhero movie.
Do you want to go sneak off and go watch it?
No. The fuck?
Why'd you wink at me?
Stop.
Stop winking at me.
All right, listen, this is incriminating. This is incriminating.
Right,
I'm not a part of this.
All right, blink if you do want to go.
Of course I want to go.
He wants to go
with
me.
God. Yes. I said, of course I want to go see it. Who the fuck said with you?
Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
Sort
that's
of
right,
hurtful,
bitch.
but
that's
you know,
right.
he's still
incriminate me, and I'll hurt your feelings.
He just gestured. No, don't worry about it. But he still winked at me. So I'm okay.
Stop saying that.
Anyway, yeah.
So the Avengers. You pointed out to me that they have, as of 10 days of it being out, has now reached
nearly 900 million.
900 million grossed.
857 million exactly.
Worldwide.
Mm-hmm. And it's gonna hit a billion. If it doesn't,
I mean, no shit.
If it doesn't, you know how upsetting that would be to see 999 million.
You know what's upsetting though? I mean, cool. It makes $1 billion, right?
Yeah.
But it's how much money they invested into it.
350 million.
Right. So, of course, with that much money poured into something, you better hope you make $1 billion.
Oh, yeah.
I'm more impressed when you have something like, what was it, Winter Soldier? I think was maybe like...
The lowest budget?
No.
Which one was it?
It was like 120. It was like low 200s.
Isn't it sort of weird that like movies can just like, they go to a board meeting and they go, I want to pitch this idea. How much money are you going to need?
This much, just gestures. This much. No, but I was more impressed with like a movie like that. Just a low budget film, just fucking blowing it out of the water. Like that's impressive. Of course, a Marvel film in today's day and age, with all the buildup they've had, with all the hype they've built, with all the marketing they put into it, they better be making $1 billion. You know how fucking disappointing and like a fire essentially would set on Hollywood just for not making the money. It basically made back immediately.
Yeah, I can get that. But you want to know? I guess that's going to touch on my rant too a bit. I know people are going to be like, "Fuck you," for saying it. But I honestly think I like superhero movies. Don't get me wrong. It's just the saturation of it that's really pissing me off.
I'm not even mad about saturation, to be honest.
Oh, no, I am. No, actually, I'm actually upset about it because I already see the cheap knockoff toys that are going to be coming out. Well, I mean, that's obvious that's going to happen. But
you mean like G.I. Jose?
Yeah. Oh, fucking the best action hero ever.
Like Captain Mexico?
No, there was a G.I. Anyway, back to whatever.
Okay,
We're not
sorry.
No, it's fucking putting me on a spin. Spinning me off. You know when I'm in a chair. It spins. Anyway, no, do you remember, this is how I look at the Marvel cinematic universe. Not the cinematic universe, but superheroes from the Marvel side. Not DC, though. Because I do love DC. But the Marvel heroes...
That sounds biased. Okay,
It is a bit, but, you know, only because Marvel is so much in the news and stuff. Do you remember those, like, Looney Tunes, Family Guy? Remember those shirts that made them look gangster? Like, with saggy pants and shirts? And...
Unpopular opinion?
Yeah.
I hated that era.
I did, too.
Like, how the fuck can you take my Bugs Bunny and make him look like he literally just came out the hood?
That's what I think of.
He's supposed to be above all of us.
That's how I compare the Avengers to, or Marvel characters.
Okay, that's a leap. Explain yourself.
I'm sorry, it's just annoying to me and it just pisses me off.
Hold on, explain the leap in logic between the two. I'm confused.
They're just they're just things that are just not... I mean, it is used for money, but it's just, they're reaching and they're going to reach farther now. And it's just making me sad. And you can hear the lawnmower outside, by the way, guys. Yes. Okay.
That'll probably fade out. They heard us.
Oh, wow, they heard us. Shit, gotta turn off the recording. I don't know. I wish I could explain more. That's just how it... Let me start it back up. Hey guys, sorry about that. The lawnmower was outside. I had to cut that out because, you know, everyone likes to keep their lawns trimmed and everything.
But we're going right back into it.
Ah, yes. No, but that's just how I see the whole... I think that's just gonna happen. Like those spray painted shirts. Mm-hmm. Remember, like, people's names on there? Like, R.I.P. or just married, or like, you know, forever and shit, you know? That's what it feels like to me. I wish I could explain more, but that's just how it feels.
The amount of shots fired at right now.
And it just makes me feel cringy. And I mean,
you're so counterculture right now, dude.
Maybe I'm angry about like the whole people like wanting to, like, I know everything about the MCU because I watched all the movies. Wrong. Come Alex Jones and just start screaming at people, making the frogs turn gay.
So you're saying you're upset because what used to be something
so beautiful
that was like
so
low key is now all of a sudden getting attention?
Do you remember? Not the attention, but the attention that just seems like
it's cool now, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I guess. But I'll still watch them, though. Don't get me wrong. I guess that makes me a hypocrite in a way because I'll still go watch them.
See, here's the thing. I think whoever is in Hollywood is smart enough to know that if they churn out so many superhero movies, that they'll just end up losing money. So I think it's actually pretty smart the way that they do it, where they only release 2 or 3 a year. Because if you think about it, it's 2 or 3 a year, at least from one studio, or just one. Like if you're like DC, who's trying to ramp shit up to catch up with multiple movies, but like MCU only has like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
It's always been 2 or 3 with them every year.
Well, here's the thing: I sort of don't care. I just
About?
Yeah, I just don't care what you said. So.
Come on, no. All right, no. We're fighting. What the fuck? All right, listen. I'm trying to explain to you.
Yeah, you can explain.
All right, listen. Your feeling of oversaturation does not make sense. If I'm listening to you correctly, you're saying you miss the days where you looked forward to these superhero movies.
Yeah, do you remember our first? I know it sounds sort of like, so like it's a little awe moment. Do you remember our first superhero movie we went?
Iron Man 2.
No.
Yeah.
You're a piece of shit.
Iron Man 2.
No, it wasn't Iron Man.
It was Iron Man 2, or was it 3?
No, it was Batman. You fuck.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. We went to go see the Batman, all the trilogy. Wow, I'm hurt.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You.
Dark Knight Rises. You're right. You're right.
But yeah, okay. Well, even then, but I'm saying like think about like even Iron Man 2. Remember that too?
Yeah.
It's just like we left there like, whoa.
I thought you meant like the MCU.
We'll talk about MCU too. I mean, yeah, but it's just like that feeling of like whoa, like everything like that you've like sort of read or just seen on the internet. Like,
it's great. Yeah, you're right.
You're just like,
it's awesome. Whoa. I agree. No, and I get what you mean, but that's the thing. That's what's so great, Jonesy. We're living through a period where we're in that quote unquote golden age, I guess, where shit's like, it's like becoming known. Like the shit you thought, I'm never gonna like see this. Like I remember the first time I saw the Joker in The Dark Knight.
Yeah, that was
like that. That's still to this day. I don't give a fuck who comes up and tries to do better. No one will ever beat Heath Ledger's performance of the Joker because it is just so raw and amazing that it's just coming up like such a Batman dick writer, which I am. But still, you cannot deny the acting. The villain garnered more praise than the actual fucking hero.
Yeah.
Like that's amazing to me. But okay, I see what you mean.
You can feel it.
I feel what you mean.
But I mean, I'll still, like I said before, I'll still go watch them. That's
I will too.
Not a doubt. I mean, I still will.
Some of them are just genuinely good movies.
They are, and I mean, some of them are like, don't worry about them. But, and some people just need to sort of, just stop and relax. And stopping actually gets into something. I mean, since we're on topic of things that irk me or Jonesy,
Yeah, because it's your show.
Yeah, it's my show now. Fuck you guys. Anyway, this is a variety hour. We're gonna have a live band come in a minute.
Yeah.
No. Bust that. Damn, your stomach. I can hear that from here.
Can you stop being distracted like you're in ADD?
That's just, this is what happens in my mind. I'm surprised I'm still live driving. But no, speaking of driving, I was like, bus stop signs. You know the law when they fucking put that stop sign out?
No.
You're joking, right? Okay, you're joking. I don't like looking. I'm fucking serious. People put that stop sign comes out.
Who stops? I partly stop.
No, you have to completely stop.
Oh.
That you completely stop.
Well, that just explains all my accidents.
Yeah. But I mean, you didn't hit any kids, did you?
No, Jesus.
I remember one time when my dad hit a kid. Or no, they didn't hit a kid. The person in front of them hit a kid. Because I remember seeing the fucking bike just go like this.
Are you about to snitch on your parents?
Huh?
Are you about to snitch on your parents?
Accidentally make up a story snitching on the parents. But no, I remember, we were going to my grandma's house, and there was a car in front of us, and I don't know where this.
So you're saying the stop sign on the bus that comes out of the school buses?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And
I see what you mean. The
like,
arm that extends out.
Yeah, but it's sort of. Let me finish the story real quick. But pretty much, we were driving. We stopped. We were at a stop red light, and for some weird reason, I don't know where this kid, he's fucking the David Blaine of bicycles. He just came out of the side and you just saw his bike go into the air. And you saw the kid roll up on top of the lady's car.
Jesus.
I laughed, obviously, but then I went, oh shit, and then laughed a little more. I only expect people when I get into an accident.
Is he breathing?
Not
yeah.
gonna, yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
Exactly. But I only say this because we stopped, or the bus stopped, and I stopped too, because I was like right there in front of the stop sign. I'm like, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I saw cars on the opposite end coming and still going. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And then I see this little kid come across the street, just fly. And part of me's thinking to myself, one, this kid didn't look fucking both ways going across the street.
Mm-hmm.
But two, that person did not stop one bit. I didn't see, like, no hesitation on the speed that they were coming at.
Man, fucking stops.
And I'm like, don't get me wrong, I'm all for the Illuminati, like, reducing the population of the world, don't get me wrong. Because there's too many fucking of us. God damn.
Like you're in favor of another plague.
I mean, yeah, wouldn't be upset
just a
about
little, just a little, population reduction.
I mean, I have my stuff here. I don't have to be in contact with people.
That's fine. That's fine. Jesus.
Anyway, but no, it was just like thinking to myself, like, who the fuck's like, I gotta go. Fuck this kid. I'm just gonna go. He better go faster. I've been at that point sometimes, but then I think to myself, yeah, I don't want parents to come and sue me. I don't want them to come after me, and I don't want to hit a kid and then think, fuck, I should have slowed down.
So you're saying you just let me in your head as far as when you go through road rage, the steps of your road rage.
Yeah, I guess. And then it becomes like, okay, you can chill out.
Okay, but roundabout way, what does this have to do with bus stops or bus signs?
Just that people don't know about that. If you don't know that, and if you're listening to this and you go,
oh, you don't know you're not supposed to run over some kids?
Well, no, you're supposed to make a complete stop when that bus fucking brings that little arm out with the stop sign on it.
I think I'm more concerned on the not running over kids part.
No, stupid, I hate you. Oh my god. No, fuck it, I don't. God damn it. If you're listening to the podcast right now, if you're listening and then you just suddenly go, oh shit, we're supposed to completely stop? Yes, you're supposed to completely stop, you fuckface. Damn, I'm like really...
Why are you being so mean?
I don't know.
Why do you assume people are like you?
I had spicy ramen before we started and...
Yeah, you're the one with the gas problems.
No, you're the one fucking over there just like...
I haven't eaten all day, alright?
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Anyway...
Well, the other thing too, I don't know if, I thought we kind of buried the hatchet on this, but kind of rehashing the whole Kanye thing. He released for those of you that don't know from the last episode, we talked about Kanye and his masses of tweets. Since then, in the last week, Kanye has gone on record to say, and I quote, that the last 400 years of slavery were all a choice. Which is not the least bit something radical that Kanye would say, but if you watch this interview, and just to preface it, the interview that I'm speaking about is the one with Charlemagne the God. Just for those, so you know, that interview was done back in March. So that interview was done pre all this shit that he's done in the last 2 weeks. So just FYI. But he said that, and I mean, obviously there's a giant backlash about it. I wanted to bring it up again mainly because like we spoke about it last week, and we said about Kanye the artist and Kanye the person. You know what? I'm gonna have to take that back. I'm gonna start thinking it's not even about that. I think it's more about Kanye is so removed from like everything that he just doesn't know.
Well,
I think he is like almost the epitome of like someone who just doesn't know.
Are you talking about like that Vice interview with Bill Gates trying to guess the prices of everyday objects?
Yeah.
He thought
great interview.
He thought the fucking Totino's pizza rolls was like $26.
That's balling.
I want those.
I want those.
I want to know what kind.
What's on his grocery list?
Fuck.
But
anyway,
with the whole thing about Kanye, it's just like I'm done defending Kanye, dude. Like I think I'm over it.
And I can be with that because it's a boat that just goes like.
And you know what? I gotta give it props to Kim for actually be like, yo, I support you, but I don't agree with you.
Yeah.
Like that, I don't know how the fuck that works. I mean, obviously they make it work.
Yeah.
But it's just like, my gosh, like, can you imagine being her and then your significant other's just like.
Just says something.
Says something so just.
Make you go wide-eyed.
Just blatantly ignorant, and it's just. Oh man. And then, in the midst of all that, like I said, he got, all this backlash for the shit that he said in that interview. And then he goes on again to the TMZ headquarters, and while they have their little segment where they go over their news, he makes a stop, and then he just sort of gets into not an argument, but he just gets into a very loud discussion with
they're across the room, so
yeah, one of the TMZ people. And I highly recommend you watch this whole thing, because Kanye is just I am a free thinker, I am thinking freely, which is just it's just a whole other thing in itself. That might be for a topic for another day, but the guy, he bodies him so significantly. It was essentially like a grown up talking to a child, and he just perfectly summed up how you could get Kanye to understand that you're kind of fucking up right now, dude. What are you doing? Mm-hmm. At least I hope he would have realized that. Otherwise, you probably knowing Kanye just shrugged it off. But and then having people like T.I. to go out with him, go out, and then they talk it over. John Legend and him talk it over. It's everybody going to him to talk to him, which what says something about your friends. Who are the friends for you? Versus people just writing him off for being a complete idiot, as a normal person would. People closest to him are going to him and just saying what's what is your thinking, A, and B, are you fucking stupid?
Yeah, and I like that, but I also like what the TMZ guy said, and I feel like those people like T.I., John Legend, and all them are telling him the same thing. Dude, I'm disappointed in you, because
that's
when he
good.
said that, I was like, oh,
that's good.
But and it sounds weird, but do you think the last person that probably told that to him was his mom?
Oh, the last person to tell me I'm disappointed? Nah. His mom wouldn't have said some shit like that.
Yeah.
No.
Well, no, so. But then again, when his mom was alive, he was doing for black and white.
I know you're a big advocate about his whole losing his mom thing really fucked him up.
Well, not fucked him up. It just changed him.
Trauma, dude. It'll change anybody.
Of course. Knock on wood, none of us lose our moms, of course.
That's not real wood.
It's it's fucking fine.
But
here,
it's just
there.
That's really all I wanted. I wanted to say. That's not real wood either. I just wanted to just sort of get on my own stuff and just say it out loud. See what you thought. I think I'm just done with Kanye, dude.
Yeah.
It's just I don't. It's not even the kind of thing where he's trying to argue. It's I am just thinking freely.
So then I got a question for you. So then say, for instance, when he brings out his new albums and stuff like that, you're listening to him, and you're in the car with someone that says, you're listening to Kanye, what about those things that he said? Mm-hmm. What is your response?
I don't think I'd listen to the music willingly, to be honest.
I know you're the person that's just going to give it a try.
You know what? I think proactively, this is probably the first time I'm going to actually proactively try not to.
Huh.
Just because, like I said, as a Kanye, as people who are Kanye fans, you too. We've probably had to defend him a lot. He has said a lot of things, but it's just you kind of have to draw the line in the sand.
Yeah.
And I personally, for me, I think I'm drawing it with that. You can't say something like that. It's just not right. It's just stupid, and it's not right. It really isn't. And if I'm in a situation where it's a Kanye song comes up, I'm still gonna fucking listen to the Flashing Lights.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna fucking listen Can't Tell Me Nothing. You think I'm gonna give up Can't Tell Me Nothing? No. What? I'm just gonna stop looking out for Kanye.
Okay. I can
and you know what really pissed me off too? In that
what hurt you now?
No. This is probably, besides what he said, that shit really ticked me off. But what kind of just it hit a little bit to home, to me personally, was when he was in that interview with Charlamagne the God, and he spoke about Obama, that he didn't even like him in the 8 years he was running, he essentially did it because he felt bad personally for whatever reason, because I think Obama called him a jackass, and he's he felt bad that Obama never apologized to him. Well, you know what? Kanye is a jackass. It's no secret. But he felt away, and that's why he didn't like Obama. And then to say he's Obama was president for 8 years and nothing in Chicago changed. I would like to say, what the fuck did you hear about Kanye helping out Chicago in anywhere? The most people you hear about nowadays actually proactively helping the city is people like Chance, for example, who go out his way to advocate Chicago programs, Obama, who actually is didn't do shit for Chicago. He's actually post-presidency. He's actually doing a lot more. Well, obviously he has more time on his hand, but he was still doing something. Obviously, he can't focus on one fucking city when he has a whole goddamn country.
That still looks like, hey,
to fucking worry about. You think he's gonna focus on one city? He's got a whole fucking country. So that just irked me. It's like that really made me just want to be like, you know, you hear somebody talk something and you're just like, well, what the fuck have you done?
Yeah.
That was the last straw for me. Like, I'm Kanye, man. I'm done with you. Like, that's it. We had a good run. Like, unless somehow you have some kind of stupid, fucking revelation or epiphany,
and you suddenly become this,
and you kind of drop back down to like now where we are, but some kind of plane of fucking logic. It's like, no, dude, I can't fuck with him. Personally, that's just me. I just want to do it.
That's understandable. I'll still listen to the songs he produces. Don't get me wrong, but as a person,
and you'll tell me about it. I'll be like, all right, cool. But I'm not gonna be like on my phone that gonna be looking out for that new Kanye album to drop. Like, no, I can't. It's just
So did he officially ruin himself for a lot? I mean, obviously he ruined himself. Did he?
He's always been his worst enemy.
Yeah.
Always. The only thing is he had us. He had us, the people, to sort of safeguard him. But I think it's just you gotta draw a line in the sand, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, let me give some credit to someone though that I do. I want to. I mean, since we did talk about movies earlier, I sort of just want to bring it back into it. You see that movie Tully with what was it? Charlize Theron.
No,
you haven't seen it. Any previews?
I love Charlize Theron.
Dude,
great actress.
Look at the trailer for that. She gained, like, you know how method actors, they do all that like weight gaining and weight loss and all that shit.
Yeah.
Dude, she I think from what I see, she's playing a single mom who has 2 kids, and she's like running marathons and stuff like that. How difficult it is being a single mom. And I'm looking at this, and just the previews. I'm not a big person on previews, and like, because they in my opinion, give away too much now.
Yep.
But just looking at her face and looking at what she's done and how she's going with it, it makes me like, damn, I sort of want to watch this movie. I think I might.
Would she like morphed herself?
Dude, like, you know how she's a little slimmer?
Word.
This one, she's like got like, she's gained at least 50.
Dude, she was like cut as fuck for that Atomic Blonde movie.
Yeah, no, she's like gained 50 to 75 pounds possibly.
That's crazy, dude.
And like
acting's just wild.
And I'm just thinking to myself, like, man, the people that do that, like, what's his face, Christian Bale did for The Machinist.
Oh, where he was basically like a skeleton? Jesus, yeah.
And fucking Matthew McConaughey even did those too.
Yeah,
for those
for
other ones.
Dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Dirt, was it called? Something like that?
I believe it's Dirt.
Or Dallas Buyers Club.
Yes.
Dallas Buyers Club.
Yeah, when he was the racetrack guy.
Yeah, that guy.
And like, I'm like, man, these people just, like, it's
Dude,
intense.
They love what they do.
And when they do that, it just makes me appreciate the movie even more.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. People that still act without doing that, I appreciate them.
Kill it.
But when I see, like, the physical transformation these people do for these movie roles, I'm just like...
Shout out to Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah, you have to give them their props for that. But, I mean, since we're sort of still on that, I mean, I liked with Martin Scorsese taking shots at Rotten Tomatoes. He's...
The scores?
The scores, he just doesn't like it because, I mean, I like what he said. He's like, a picture or a movie is a person to make judgment at that moment, and, a past judgment. You're just supposed to go like, huh, I like that.
Wait, so is he saying that about criticism in general, or just about a rating system?
The rating system. How people are like, you get 100% fresh or all that shit and stuff like that, or Rotten Tomatoes, he's not. It's what irks him.
Dude, it's sheeple. It's turning people into sheeple.
And,
I agree.
And how like what he said. He's like, people, they see that percentage, they go, oh, I'm not gonna watch that. It's a shit movie.
You know what? I'm guilty of that. I can't even lie. I'm guilty of like but it's only for the kind of movies where I'm just like it's enough to catch my interest, and I'm like, oh, I should try it, and then you kind of just like. On the app, like the Fandango app, you just go to it, and then it like shows you the rating, and then it tells you like the little splat sign, and it's like, do I really want to spend like $15 on this movie? And that I kind of was only slightly interested in.
I'll be honest.
It takes the mystique out of the mystery, out of the movies.
Exactly, and that I like that, and I agree with him on that, because, I mean, for instance, when people go out to dinner or they go out to places like bars, entertainment places, movie theaters. What's the first thing people always look at?
Reviews,
ratings. And if they say, oh, this review sucked. And I sort of think to myself, I'm like, okay, I can see why they didn't want to go there. It's like, whatever. Like, maybe the location and whatever. But I'm looking at it. I look at it this way. That's their individual experience.
Mm.
That's not my experience that I may or may not have.
That's true. But I think while there's bad in it, there's good in it too. Because, for example, things like review sites, just for anything in general,
Mm-hmm.
I think it streamlines people's time. It's all about convenience, right?
Yeah.
It's like, do you really want to go maybe like half an hour away into the city to a place, and then it end up not being good when you could have seen ahead of time that it wasn't going to be that good? Mm-hmm. I mean, vice versa. You don't know if it's going to be good unless you go yourself, because, like you said, personal.
Yeah.
It's based on your experience.
Yeah.
But I think it's a double-edged knife. If you go, you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
But I think people who really rely on things like reviews are the kind of people who either A, don't have the time to, be fucking around going back and forth to places to find, a particular place, a particular like product or, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about convenience. So I mean, sticking into the topic of what you said about, Rotten Tomatoes, I agree. It kills the mystique of movies, which was what was so appealing about movies in the first place, sort of like getting away from the reality into a story. But I think in general, just things like reviews and review sites, I think it's a good and a bad. It's both. But if, like I said, to your movie thing, I agree. It's just like it kills the individuality of one's experience going to a movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah.
I was okay, so essentially this is me. Walk me through my thought process here.
You were masturbating?
I have.
Same.
Don't put that out there.
It's there.
So
Your body is good in the podcast.
please stop. So it's May, and pretty soon I think I'm gonna get a puppy. And here's the thing. Why are you laughing?
Nothing.
Don't laugh.
I'm not laughing.
Here's the thing. I have wanted a dog all my life.
Yes.
Well, not all my life. I did have a dog. Sadly, she died because a snake in Mexico decided to, fuck around. I hunted every single snake since then. But anyways, I wanted to get a puppy, and I found this place to go out to, and come July, I should be able to go maybe procure a puppers. But here's the dilemma I'm facing. And, you could chime in because you have 2 dogs. You've had 3 dogs total probably in your life, if I remember correctly.
She's right there sleeping.
So I have this big thing about, like, this is a living thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And with time being so much of a, I guess a luxury right now, what am I trying to say here?
Yeah, I don't know.
I want to get the puppers.
Okay.
I want to get the puppers so badly. What I'm worried about is I don't know if I get busier, because I know right now is probably as busy as I am.
Up.
Yes. So, and I would feel bad that the dog would be neglected. Puppers.
I had the same feeling with this one. When I got her, it was during the time when I was in my career at Whole Foods. I remember,
Preface that you worked at Whole Foods, right?
Yes, I worked at Whole Foods as a butcher and everything.
Moving up the ranks.
The ranks and the whole thing.
Right.
And it was around the time that's when I got her, and it did have that moment where, like, I got her and the parents did say, you're working all the time. When are you gonna have time for the dog and stuff like that? And it does eat at you a bit. Like, you're like, shit, I could have been home, and then sometimes you come home and you're like, oh, I don't want to do that, or I gotta go take them. What I find is that you get that little moment of bliss when you actually do take them out, or you take them out for a walk and stuff like that. Like, I find that out with her. Like, I'm like, oh, I know I'm gonna hear her crying because she gets really excited. Like, her collar's right there on the floor. If I put it on her, she's gonna nonstop cry and wait for me to take her for a walk. And you're just like, oh, I don't want to hear that. It's like really annoying sometimes. It's like I have to get up, I have to get pants on, I have shoes on, I have to get a jacket, and then we go. And what if there's squirrels and blah blah blah, and what if there's another dog that's coming?
Fucking books it.
And that wants to fight her and stuff like that. These little things, but when you're out there and you're spending time with your dog, that melts away. I'll be honest, like, as weird as that sounds, I mean, if people out there listening that do have dogs,
in case you're curious, she's a 2-year-old Belgian Malinois.
Yes.
Which kind of looks like a German Shepherd, but she's not.
Well, she's a cousin of them.
But she's not.
Yeah, she's better. Anyway, I'm just kidding. If you have German Shepherds, you love them with all your heart. Any dog, be it Chihuahua.
Because they look like little mole rats. Fucking aliens.
Mine's alright. And she
all dog love though.
Yeah. But but that's what I was saying. Pretty much, you'll feel that, you're like, oh, I feel so bad. But when you actually do spend those moments with it, when you need it to, those moments will go by fast. They'll go like that. I'm not joking. They're gonna fly by. I the other night I walked her, and we were walking. And I was looking at the time, like, holy shit, we've been walking for like an hour and a half. I didn't even notice. Like, I was just walking, and she was already tired and everything. I'm just like, the fuck.
It's like you wanted to play.
Yeah, and I mean, especially when I go out to the park with her and stuff like that, and throw the ball around. She doesn't know what the thing of time is. She just knows I'm super hyped that I'm here with you, and when I get home, that's where she is. She doesn't leave my side once I bring her home from the park, because she's like, oh, thank you so much. Let's go here. Where are you going now? Oh, you're going upstairs? Let's go over there. Let's go over here. She's like a shadow. Nice. It's a nice feeling. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? It's all gonna come to one thing. Two things. I get the doge, or I just use what I just take a vacation, because truthfully, it's gonna be a puppers, and there's gonna be no traveling.
And that's what I did.
It's gonna be full commitment to the doge.
I'll say, you recommend you take a vacation for about a month. I mean, it's gonna have to be a good amount of time, like at least 3 weeks. At least 3 weeks.
That's a fucking vacation.
Yes.
Jesus.
When you bring them home, and you have to get them to know their name, them to know
puppy training,
where they gotta pee and all that. But luckily with her, it was literally 2 weeks, and I'm like, okay, she just go outside. She knows what to do.
Fucking love dogs, dude.
I do too.
We're not worthy.
No,
we're not worthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, that kind of just popped into my head. So anyways, back to topics at hand.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Did you see that volcanoes are acting up around the world right now?
Is this some doomsday conspiracy?
No. Well, no. It sort of touches it a bit. But anyway, no.
Okay, volcanoes are active.
It's in Hawaii.
Okay, all right.
In Hawaii. 1,500 people have been told to evacuate.
1,500 what? Closer into the mainland?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the I forgot which island it is, but the volcanoes out there are getting more active. So they're covering the roads and everything. They're blocking off stuff.
Could you fuck with living on an island?
No.
I couldn't either.
I can't.
There's only so much you can do.
I'll be honest. I can barely fuck with living here. I mean,
what the fuck? Okay, I'm sorry.
I don't know. I'm just dude, I like swimming, but I'm fucking freaked out of the ocean and any giant body of water.
Are you just afraid of the ocean having one giant tsunami and it just consumes the island?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes. But, no, I've already told you this, but people in the podcast here don't know, is that I get uncomfortable at aquariums. Because, they're me, I know I can swim, but it's just terrifying looking into that tank, and I sort of get a little slight vertigo going on. It's like, whoa, shit, I can fall in there. You kind of just
project yourself into the water.
That's why I didn't like Free Willy. Free Willy fucking freaked me out, dude. Especially when that fucking whale came out and hit the glass. Yeah. I got scared as a kid. I was like, oh, shit. And ever since then, I'm like, man, that's creepy. It just.
All right, so keep you away from open bodies of water.
Yes.
All right.
I'll live in Texas.
Okay, so this volcano, is it on one of the mainland? The mainland?
I believe so. Yes.
What's it called? Maui? Maui is the main island. I think. Correct us if I'm wrong.
Yeah, if you want, correct us. But then the researchers were talking about what is it? Yellowstone National Park.
Oh, there's a volcano there, right?
Yeah, the super volcano.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And I like how it's hilarious how scientists are like, so how are we gonna sort of avoid this? They wanna skewer
avoid what? A volcanic eruption?
A giant, which if it were to explode, if it were to erupt, the Yellowstone National Park, because it's sort of freaks you out because the mouth of the volcano, if it were to erupt. Is just gonna. You could see it from space. It's just gonna be a giant scar in the earth. And if it does explode, I'll tell you this: if you don't have food source of around a year and a half or two, you're fucked.
Is this the doom?
That's where I touched on it.
Okay,
Yes.
all right. So let me cut you off here. So you know what'd be really cool? So you know how a volcano is essentially like a pipe that's building up pressure and then it just bursts and that's the explosion?
Yeah, they want to skewer it.
Like, I wonder if anybody, I mean, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, I don't know. I wonder if anybody's tried, like, sort of cracking at the pressure, you know what I mean? Like, instead of, so you have this building pressure all pretty much finishing up in that opening that is the volcano, right? Mm-hmm. So I wonder if you could go, like, miles around the volcano, sort of make little chasms and sort of relieve that pressure. You know what I mean?
That's what, like, Old Faithful is.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Is that what people do?
Well, I mean, I don't know if that's what they're doing, but that's one of their ideas, or, like, around their ideas.
I'm just thinking, you know what, I felt bad about calling you out on your doomsday theory. I was just trying to, think of a solution in said doomsday.
I know you don't
Can you relieve the pressure?
I know you're sort of weird when I talk about this, but I mean, I'm only a prepared person.
Listen. When you go into, have you heard yourself go down the rabbit hole?
No, but I sort of do.
It is Alice in fucking Wonderland there.
It's not bad.
It really is.
It's called what Reddit and Wikipedia do and YouTube does to you. It makes you search a bunch of things.
Buddy, you have too much time on your hands.
Yeah, sometimes.
Walk your dog more often.
I will.
Get those moments of bliss.
No, but I mean, what was it?
Volcanoes.
Volcano. Fuck, dude.
Shit.
Let me talk about my shit, man.
Alright, I'm sorry.
God damn it.
Go ahead.
No, I was another weird thing. Like I was thinking about like hot volcanoes and stuff. I was thinking about Arizona. Arizona just all their teachers came back from strike. They had a giant strike or whatever.
The whole state of Arizona.
Yes.
As teachers were on strike. Okay, go on.
They're going to get a 20% increase before 2020, I believe. I think.
Hold on. So,
before 2020.
a 20% increase in income
Is it 20?
over 2 years?
Yes.
Isn't there some kind of law that says over a period, if for their evaluation, I mean, I may be wrong here, that teachers go over a period of evaluation after a certain amount of time, that they get an increase anyway?
I think so. But
I may be wrong.
We're not teachers.
Yeah, we're not teachers. Not at all.
There's some people that I do know on Facebook and whatnot. I do know that are teachers. That if you are listening to this, maybe you could write in and let us know.
Clarify for us, but I'm pretty sure that after a certain amount of time for teachers, you are evaluated and are entitled to some kind of an increase. No, that's tenure. That's at the end of it.
Even before that.
Yeah, just like you know how you would. You've had jobs where after 6 months you've done well, you performed well, you get an increase in your job, right? Yeah. And normally, I mean, past experience for me, it was like anywhere from as low as 5 to 15% of an increase, and that was over like the course of a year of you being there. For 2 years, 20% to increase. That seems like a hassle.
I actually want to look at it now. There you go, teacher strike.
Because that'd be crazy.
Yeah, 20% raise.
Or you know what? It may be one of those things where they still get evaluated. They still get that raise plus maybe 20. That'd be like perfect situation, but I don't know.
But it reminded me of the tweet I saw with Rahm Emanuel.
Go on.
About how they're going to make.
You just triggered a lot of people. But go on.
To me, he still looks like a DC villain, in my opinion. That's just me. He has like shadows.
Shots fired.
Scary. Where are they? Anyway, thought about Batman. I want to watch it again.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, I was thinking because there was a picture of him and I think the director of the CTA, and they're underneath one of the train tracks and they're like this, like holding their hands up, looking at it, and I guess they're gonna put $18 million into the CTA for renovations. And
not the worst thing they could invest $18 million into, because honestly, streamlining public transportation is kind of cool. Yeah,
but I did like the tweet. The reply tweet that someone put was like, "Wow, you guys are really trying to figure out ways to get around education, aren't you?"
Can you imagine what $18 million can do for education?
And again, our teachers out there,
let us know. Let us know.
Please.
You know what? We should do this. We should have a teacher for our next guest.
Our next one?
Yeah, we know plenty of people who are teachers. I think.
Let's do it.
We do. So I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of.
As long as you're not allergic to dogs, because.
Not allergic to dogs, and you don't mind, coming to an undisclosed location.
We gotta put a bag over your head.
Yeah, just so you know.
No. But no, I'm thinking to myself, like, man, these people really need to, I still believe teachers are the most underappreciated people. I mean, there's people that are appreciated, there's teachers that are appreciated, but I feel like the ones that do need it, they just aren't given it, and it sort of sucks because. We were assholes to teachers. Let's be honest.
Kids are assholes.
Kids are assholes, dude. And but looking at it now, I'm like, damn, you're a rock. You're awesome at what you do. Like that's why when my
you know
kids have teachers, I'm giving all the Kleenex boxes they want.
Yeah, that's where you separate just a good teacher from just a
person that comes in.
Just someone who comes in to do their job.
All right, look at
those who really love what they do. My God, they've probably seen some shit.
Yeah. That's why
props to them, dude.
What's that one movie, Freedom Riders?
With Jessica Biel? Yeah. Not Jessica Biel. Jessica. Fuck, what's her name?
I was about to say Jones. Like that's
no.
character.
It was Ben Affleck's ex-wife.
Yes.
Jessica Garner.
Yes.
Jessica Garner. That was her name. Yeah, no, I remember that one.
It reminded me of the Office debate. Is she hot or beautiful?
I've had that debate with somebody. I won.
But well, what did she go on the scale as?
No, not her. I in general, I had to explain to somebody what time is like, what it means when somebody is hot or when somebody is, pretty slash or.
Oh, didn't? Yeah, we talked. Well, not me and you, but I remember.
Yeah.
I was there, wasn't
I had a whole thing. Yeah.
Yes, I really saw.
I had a whole thing about it.
Yes. What was it?
But back to your whole thing about teachers. I think that'd actually be a good thing. That'd be a cool idea. Maybe that might be our special guest, our first special guest.
That'd be fucking awesome.
That'd be cool. Shout out to any teachers out there.
NASA wants to go to Mars though. You see that shit?
Everybody wants to go to fucking Mars.
I sort of don't want to go to Mars. I'm good. Dude,
Why the fuck do we have to go to Mars? Why can't I go to Venus? Maybe I want to get more color on me. You know how pasty I am?
You're not gonna go. No.
Get this baby oil on.
Ooh. No.
Oh God.
No, I mean, I don't know. It's just. Have you ever thought about the sounds of Mars? Or like not Mars, but like the sounds of space. You ever freak out about those?
I'm gonna be very ignorant here and say I don't think outside of Earth.
Really?
It seems like too broad of a subject for me to even conceive. I would lose days just trying to just.
Well, homie, guess what I lost a lot of? Because fucking.
You went down the rabbit hole?
No, space is fucking
Hello,
cool,
Alice.
dude. Dude, space is like, it's fucking amazing. Don't get me wrong, we still have to conquer ourselves here and stuff. But,
He said conquer.
I hate you so much.
That's how you make me feel. That's how you make me feel.
Anyway, no, I was just thinking about this, like, like the noises and everything, and just like how cool they sound. But then I also thought of another thing that sounds pretty fucking awesome. Do you want to know what?
I don't want to go down the rabbit hole.
That's really fire.
I don't want to go down the rabbit hole, but
the
okay.
Wii theme music.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Maybe these headphones are on backwards. Did you just say?
Yeah, I went into it because I wanted to go.
The Wii theme music.
Fuck yeah, it's fucking
from
amazing.
the Wii, the Nintendo Wii.
Yeah, the Wii that is connected right behind me right now.
The game system, the Wii.
Damn, you know what? I should get Wii Sports again. Fucking let's play.
Hold on.
Fucking rock you.
Hold on. So you're saying?
Oh yeah.
That.
Fuck yeah.
That's what you're talking about.
Dude, you cannot. Okay, you put that on repeat, and
that video has an hour loop to it. I could put it on.
It's beautiful, and I love it. I fucking love it.
Actually, who am I kidding? Yeah, the Wii theme music is Have you ever seen that video where you leave it? A guy left it on all night, and it just got very eerier and eerier the later it got into the recording.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's a catchy little tune, but at the same time, fuck that. You know what it's like? You know that whistle song from Kill Bill?
Yes.
The one that goes.
Yeah. And if you listen to it in the dark and quiet.
Yeah, love that song.
Yeah.
Sorry if that sounded too loud.
Like, no, it was just like, I was thinking about like that's an awesome ass, like just catch, and it's in my head still. And I think almost every Nintendo game that I played, like, I can name at least 5 times this week that it's just popped in my head. Like, just the theme song from Pokemon or something like that just pops up in my head. Theme song from...
Shout out to Jingle Writers, dude.
Dude.
They really are the heart and soul of some shit.
You know who's supposedly a really good jingle writer or a melody writer? Justin Bieber.
Talk to me. Our boy?
He's
Memphis, Tennessee, JT.
No, Justin Bieber.
You said you did not say Bieber.
I said Justin Bieber.
I swear to God, run that shit back. You did not say Bieber.
We can do it. I said Justin Bieber.
Did I just compliment Justin Bieber?
Yes, you did.
All right, that's official. This is. We're scrapping this whole fucking episode.
No, well, I was gonna go on back into Nintendo thing. They actually announced the new CEO that's gonna be stepping up, because
because he passed away, right?
No, the other one passed away. The other an older guy stepped in, but he's stepping down because he's tired or he can't keep up with it. Supposedly the youngest CEO of a company that size, he's going to be 41 or 45.
That's not that young.
I mean, for
Mark Zuckerberg was 20-something, dude.
But a position for a company that is that old?
Nintendo isn't even technically a $1 billion company. Who am I kidding? Yes, they are.
Yeah, you know what? You're just killing my vibe. And I think this is where we wrap it up now because you're pissing me the fuck off.
I'm sorry, you had me at jingles and then you just wrapped me up.
I just wanted to fucking talk about Nintendo because it's fucking beautiful ass fucking company. I love it. It's a happy place for me.
I can tell by all the memorabilia we have in here.
It's not that much. Okay, just my Pokemon games are over there. That's not bad.
It's all love, though. It's all love.
It is.
But you know what? What do we have?
We're gonna be coming up on 50 minutes.
You know what? That's actually a good place to end with that kind of a question, though.
Yeah.
What is your favorite Nintendo game? Personally, for me, I'm gonna go and say, you know what? This is gonna sound really stupid.
Mm-hmm. Because you are.
And it's unpopular opinion. I love the Kirby games.
Stupid.
What was that?
You're stupid.
I'm sorry. Speak up.
You're stupid.
You little shit.
I'm just kidding. No, I can fuck with Kirby.
So that would be one of my favorite Nintendo games. How about you?
The one I played the most.
Mm-hmm.
The one I played the most, but the one that I will constantly enjoy playing again. I will play Legend of Zelda: Wind Waker.
The Legend of Zelda. Okay, cool.
I'll fuck with that one. I like it.
You know what? You guys tell us, what is your favorite Nintendo game? And on top of that too, let us know. I mean, I said it before already. I kind of really like the idea of having someone on that teacher subject. That was actually kind of cool. I don't think we're knowledgeable enough to really dive deep into that.
Bring people in with the professions that they know.
Yeah,
know?
Fuck yeah. I think we should try that, and keep writing to us, guys. This week was more praise than actual topics to talk about, so we kind of just riffed it this week. Keep following us on Instagram. We're at Oceans numerical 2.
No, Oceans 2.
All right, I'm fucking up already. All right.
Yeah.
All right, at a point right here. Instagram, it's going to be Oceans Dos, DOS.
Mm-hmm.
You can follow us on YouTube as well. We put a video audio for those of you that enjoy that.
I'm going to try to put a video of us soon.
We'll work on that. TBH.
I'm going to try to do something.
TBH.
We'll see what goes on with that.
To be continued is what I meant to say. But yeah, on YouTube, we're on Oceans2, and that is numerical 2.
Yes.
On any podcast directory, we are Oceans2, and that's numerical 2 as well. Write to us as well on, I believe, what was the email address?
Oceans2podcast@gmail.com.
Oceans2podcast@gmail.com. Jonesy, you want anything else before we sign off?
No, I'm gonna end up going down my rabbit hole. So.
All right, we'll save the rabbit hole for next week, guys.
You know, one day I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole, and he'll let me. That day might not come for another 20 episodes or so, but who knows?
Sure. All right. Well, happy May the 4th, and May the 4th be with you, and then happy Cinco de Mayo for tomorrow. That's gonna be pretty fun, I guess, if you do that shit. But we will check on you guys next week. Keep that on tight. Motivation.